Oh, good morning. Namaste, everyone. This 12th day of February. We just had a new moon yesterday, so good time to set intentions and tune into what you're calling in for yourself. As it is Black History Month, I would like to honor our all the Black people in this country and across our beautiful world. Until Black Lives Matter, all of our lives can't matter or don't matter enough. So today, if you're here present, if you're making a donation, or if you're watching this at another time, I invite you to make a donation. Today, all proceeds are going to go to an organization called Black Mamas Matter, supporting maternal health, Black rights, equity, and justice. There are so many great organizations right now that are supporting Black people. 2020 was especially challenging to see the disparity, the inequality. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd, who we all watched die crying, "I can't breathe." And so for us as yogis, the breath is the foundation of this practice. So I offer this class in honor of those who have passed unnecessarily, and to honor and to just celebrate Black history and the future for us in this country with equality and justice for all. The sun is shining now, coming out. We just had a rainbow that is now dissipated. So thank you for being here. Lining mountain pose, lining your feet up in parallel. So you might take hips width, whatever feels comfortable to you, as you look down at your feet, lining up the center of the ankle bone with the base of the second toe, drawing the shoulders onto the back. So we have beautiful San Jacinto to inspire Tadasana this morning. So your feet root down and connect to our beautiful Mother Earth, the sacred land, ancient home to the Agua Caliente band of Cahuilla Indians, the sacred waters that flow beneath our soil, the springs that give Palm Springs its name and infamy, as well as our aquifer providing life-giving water to all who live and visit this beautiful valley. And we'll go deep to the very center of our planet, the fiery molten core. We honor the elements of earth, water, and fire below, within, and around us. As you breathe in, really receiving that sacred air element all the way to the heart space. The heart chakra, anahata, rules our circulatory and respiratory systems, most integral and important to our yoga asana practice. And honoring the sacred space element in the neck and the throat, stretching the crowns of our heads up towards the sky, opening up to receive heaven energy, pouring in from above. The quality of your breath, checking in with the depth, the speed. With intention, start to slow it down, deepening your inhalation, lengthening your exhale, seeking balance in the breath, and ultimately throughout our practice. With that sound of ujjayi in the back of the throat, guide your movements, each breath initiating. As you exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Setting any intention that you might like, something to work on your mat, something to cultivate in your life off the mat. As I mentioned, the new moon in Aquarius yesterday, this opens us up to look forward, to open ourselves to what we're truly calling in. And in honor of equal rights for everyone. Let's send our love out to our practice this morning. On your next inhalation, with the arms and hands to the sky, upward salute. As you exhale, hands by the side. Simplest form of sun salute. Inhaling up, Urdhva Hastasana. and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. The next time that you inhale, lift it up. Come to the balls of the feet, exhaling, hands down. Inhale up and exhaling. I don't know what's happening if that's with. Inhale up and exhale. What? Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Inhale up and exhale. The next time that we inhale up, exhale, heels down, sliding into Utkatasana, chair pose. So this word Utkatasana, say it out loud, it's kind of fun. Utkatasana. It means fierce or mighty. Utkatasana. So feeling into those qualities. The weight goes into our heels here. It's one of our most heating poses that we have. You can wiggle your toes, make sure where that weight is. Activate your core. I know you love core activation. So as you root down through the feet, inhale, lift it up, and exhale, swan dive down, touching the earth. Release the weight of your head, shake it out. On your inhalation, lift up and lengthen, half arch, Ardha Uttanasana. You can rise to the fingertips, hands to the shins or above the knees. As you exhale, pull the belly in and release back down. Inhale, lift it up. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Root down to your feet. You can swan dive up or ragdoll up, your choice. Upward salute and exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale. Nice side stretch here. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time each side. Inhale up and exhale. Swan dive. Hinge at the hip. Release your head. Again, maybe shake it, no, and yes. Inhale, look up and lengthen. As you exhale, take a wide step back with the left. Move into a high lunge here. You can frame your foot with fingertips. Lifting that left heel up high. Notice how that empowers the back leg. If you have a block, you could put left hand on a block here. Hook that right thumb in the inner thigh crease. Tuck the outer hip back with your fingertips. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hug your belly in towards the spine. And inhale. Right hand to the sky. As you exhale, stretch it back. This right knee keeps hugging in energetically towards the straight arm. Take a few deep breaths. High lunge with a heart opening variation. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, circle that arm around. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. With that back knee lifted, bring that right arm down. Inhale and exhale, dip the knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Wake up the musculature in your knee. And then we'll step forward. Inhale, look up and lengthen. And switch the side. Exhaling. Right foot extends back. You might shimmy the back foot back, get a little wider stance. Left knee tracking over the center of the ankle bone. Lift that right heel up high. Get more power in the back leg and then soften the hips. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Hug the midline. Hook your left thumb in the inner thigh crease. Tuck the outer hip back. Create a little more space. And then inhale, left hand up. As you exhale, reach it back. Keep hugging that left knee towards your right arm. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, circle that arm around. Inhale up, exhaling. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. With the back knee lifted, inhale, exhale, bend the knee, dip it down, inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Cool. Inhale, step forward, lift up and lengthen, extend the spine. Exhale, release your head. You're down to your feet. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, come to the heart. Let's step back to the back edge of our mat and we'll do a few long salutations. So a little closer to the earth. Find your feet in parallel. You just want room to move here. Really connecting and find your mountain pose. As you inhale, lift the arms, the heart, and the gaze. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale up and exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. This time, exhale, trace the heart line. Come down onto the knees. Tops of the feet down, settle the hips back. Inhale, lift it up. Hanumanasana, one salute pose. Exhale, bowing to earth. Inhale, slide out to low cobra. Exhale, forehead and chin down, prostration. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, child's pose or bowing to earth. Inhale, lift it up. Hanumanasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now you can tuck the toes, either rock up to standing. It's a little tricky. So maybe fingertips down. Inhale it up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Feel okay? A little slower. We'll do a couple more. Arms forward. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, trace the heart line. Come all the way down. Tops of the feet down. Settle back. Inhale. Hanumanasana. Exhale, bowing to earth. Inhale, slide it out, low cobra. Exhale, forehead down, palms together, prostration. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, Salutations, child pose. Inhale, lift it up. Hanumanasana. Exhaling, hands to the heart, touch your toes. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Maybe one more. Inhale it up. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, trace the heart line. Come down to the earth. Tops of the feet down. Inhale. Hanumanasana. Exhale, bowing to earth. Inhale, slide out. Low cobra. Exhale, prostration. Inhale. Untitled. Exhale. Salutations. Inhale. Hanumanasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhaling. Salutations. Equal standing. Come back into the breath here. And we'll step to the top edge of the mat. We'll do a few sun salutations just to keep warming up. Inhale, hands to the sky, Urdhva Asana. Exhale, swan dive. Touch the earth. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, step or jump back. Through plank to Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel free to lower those knees. Exhale it down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Really pulling up into the base of the heart. Let your heart be the focal point, the heaviest part of your pose. On your next inhale, look forward, step, lightly hop your feet to the top and center of your mat, look up. Exhale, release your head down, root down to your feet, rise to standing, and exhaling. Namaste. Inhale, Urdhva Asana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Make sure your hands are about shoulders width. Being lighter in the wrist, pressing through the index thumb, pinky mound. Softening into the heart. Releasing the head. Gazing at either your navel or at that space between your legs. Lift the heels high, soften your knees. Inhale, step, or lightly hop your feet forward, look up and lengthen. Exhale, head releases down. Inhale, rise to standing. And exhaling, hands face the heart. We'll do one more. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, Urdhva Astasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths. Plug yourself in. We draw up earth energy from the fingertips all the way through the hands, arms, into the base of the heart, pulling up from your feet into the hips. Let that weight pull into the bottom of the heart, and then we stretch from the heart, giving back to Mother Earth through the hands, the feet, out the crown. Lift the heels high, soften your knees. Inhale, step or lightly hop your feet forward, look up and lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing, and exhale, Namaste. A little warmer, yeah? Feeling okay? Can you come closer? I'll try. So, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you very well. No? It's a little windy. Yeah. Okay, I'll try. I'll try to speak up. Inhale, hands up to the sky. As you exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up and lengthen. And exhale, take a wide step back with your left foot. I'm still getting used to this Zoom and everything else. So here, maybe you bring your hands up. Make sure that you're not collapsing into that left hip, shoulders back. If you need to, hands can be down. Some of you might like to bring the hands up, draw those shoulders down. I like this variation here. It's a nice little heart opening. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. A little deeper stretch into the top of that left thigh. Inhale and exhale, hands down. Top of the foot down. Let's move into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose. You might keep this right knee a little soft. Shoulders back. Are you giggling? So finding your breath as you lift your spine on the inhalation. Exhale, belly draws in. Maybe you pulse a little bit, taking us deeper. I like to imagine riding waves in the ocean here. Inhale up. Exhale. We'll lunge forward. Tuck those toes. Lift it up. You might rock forward and back a little bit here. And then we'll step forward. Look up and lengthen. Exhale, take a wide step back with the right foot. And back knee can come down. Hugging in from your feet to your hips. Draw your shoulders back. So try not to collapse. Scoop the arms up. Draw the shoulders down. Maybe hands behind the head. So this heart opening, low lunge. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Top of the foot down. Inhale and exhale. This half split variation, the Ardha Hanumanasana. Lift up the spine on the inhale, pulsing on the exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, dropping a little deeper. We'll lunge forward, tuck those toes. And step forward. We did some kind of little stretch there. That pause in that Uttanasana. Rise to standing on your inhale and exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands to the side. Exhale, left arm down, stretch your side. Inhale up, exhaling. Inhale, and inhale up, exhale, swan dive down. Uttanasana, release your head. So such a good place to come to. Allowing the weight of the head to open up your spine. Breathing space into the cervical spine, the neck, to the whole back body. Inhale, lift up and lengthen. And exhale, release your head down. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, release down. Inhale. And exhale. Move down to your feet, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. From that top edge of your mat, inhale the hands up. And exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, take a wide step back with your left foot. So this time, you can lift up the crescent lunge or a warrior one, your choice. So crescent's a little more challenging with that heel lifted. Draw those shoulders down. Make sure the hips are squaring forward here. Squeeze your inner thighs together like mad to balance. Maybe hands draw behind the head. So it's a little more tricky to balance on this beautiful grass. Keep hugging your inner thighs together. Inhale, wings open wide. As you exhale, right hand back twist. Now you might stay here or left hand behind the head. Right hand can draw to the lumbar, the lower spine, or maybe right hand to the back of that side. Little deeper twist here. Inhale, wings wide. Exhale, touching down. Hanumanasana, intense side stretch pose. Bowing forward. You might stay here if you're feeling playful. Put some weight into that right foot. Step the right hand, left hand forward under the shoulders at about torso length from the right foot. Left foot up at hip level. You might just pause here, extending the foot back. Think about making a footprint behind you. And if you want more of a challenge, lift one of your hands. So I'm going to take Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana variation here. Hand to the lower back, make sure nice and level, and then maybe right hand lifts to the sky. Fullest expression, maybe reaching back. Right hand to that left foot. If it feels inviting, keep breathing. When you're ready, release, stepping back. So we'll pause one more time. That Hanumanasana. Inhale, look up and lengthen, and exhale, take a wide step back. So right foot back or the other side, whichever works for you. So here, either Vira 1, Virabhadrasana 1, or crescent lunge. Hips square forward, draw those shoulder blades down. Hands can draw behind the head. Heart opening. See how that feels. This left knee bends towards the square. Think about the hips facing forward. Wings wide on your inhale. Exhale, twist. Left hand back. Now maybe right hand behind the head, left hand to the lower back. Or maybe left hand to the back of the right thigh. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down and straightening that left leg. Maybe the right foot steps in. You want both sets of toes forward, both heels down. Left outer hip tacks back. Maybe you stay here and breathe. Little challenge variation, lift that right heel, walk the fingertips at torso length from the left foot, right foot up at hip level. This is challenging, stay here. If you'd like, lift one of your hands. So for this revolve, half moon, left hand to the lower back, and open it up. Oh, we have a beautiful rainbow now, it's so bright. Maybe that fullest expression, if that's accessible. Inhale and exhale, count down, let's release that foot back. Pause again, and 10 side stretch pose, send the spine. And then we'll step forward. Look up and lengthen. Exhale, release your head. Root down to your feet, rise to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. This is so beautiful. Incredible. It is a great photo op. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Touch the earth. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, this time left foot back. We'll spin the back heel down. Bring your forearm up to the top of your knee. So right here, checking in, right heel, left arch. See if those can bisect. Make sure your back toes are never turning back for the safety of your knee. So that back foot should be no more than parallel to the back edge of your mat. You might widen the stance slightly here. Now to open up the lower back, hinge at the hip, look between your legs, left hand to the low back. Breathe into your kidneys and really inflate this whole area with light and love. Slide the left hand to the inner left thigh. Manually guide that inner thigh in. Find an internal rotation of the back leg to open the lower back. Now to stabilize, tuck your tail, hug your belly in. Head and heart press to your imaginary wall. Bring that left arm back, shoulder on the back. Reach down, left hand towards the left foot. Inhale and exhale, circle, sweep that arm over your ear. Now, back of the hand forward, palm back. See how that changes the feeling in your shoulder. If you'd like to take it deeper, right hand to the outer foot, or maybe you take a bind here, left shoulder rolling back. I love this pose modified. So whatever feels good to your body, keep thinking about your head and heart, pressing into your imaginary wall, right ribs lifting your heart. Now here, hug in from your feet to your hips, and we'll lift up to standing. So steady your weight in your hips, left hand down the back, leg. Now from here, that front knee keeps bending, reverse warrior. From the back, you can pull that inner thigh back and in. Maybe the left arm wraps around your back for more support. Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior pose. Press your right big toe mound into the mat. Right leg stretches straight. So unlock that knee and stretch back. Reverse triangle pose. A little deeper opening to the hip and the waistline. Inhale to center, really stand tall. Open your wings wide. As you exhale, hinge at the hip. So we crease forward from the top of the thigh. Hand comes down weightless on the shin, maybe to that outer foot, the deepest variation. You might widen your feet or keep it more lifted. Back of the hand or arm to the inner thigh or calf. Left hand stretches us up. And this nice deep stretch from the heart out through the fingertips. Right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Inhale up. Exhale. Put a bend in that knee. Inhale up. And exhale. Settling in, Virabhadrasana 2 pose. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, soften the shoulders down your back. Inhale, palms down. Exhale, reach out to the hands. Now, one of my very favorite things in the world is to set intention. So from right here, become hunter or huntress of your own heart. We can also send some arrows out for racial equality and justice for all. So set your gaze on your heart's calling, whatever it is that you're sending some love arrows to. You can turn that trajectory up. Find your target, so set your gaze steadily. We'll pull back our bow on the inhalation and exhale from that first arrow sailing. Inhale, pull back your bow. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Right palm up. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. So a few times, moving on your breath, legs stay the same. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next time you inhale back, exhale, windmill the arm. Bend that back heel up. Inhale, step back. You can a three-legged dog or just back to downward dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. You might rest here or in child's pose or take a vinyasa. Inhale, exhale all the way down. Rise through your back bend of choice and exhale back. You might take a child's pose, downward facing dog. Take a few resting breaths. Set your hands forward, come up. You might move through a downward dog or however you'd like to. Make your way back to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Root down to your feet and lift up to standing. You find yourself back in that equal standing Samasthiti. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back. Send that back heel down, carefully lining up the left heel and right arch. You widen your stance a little bit here. The left knee bending towards the square. Energetically, it rolls out towards that pinky edge of your foot. And then we'll hinge at the hips here. Right hand to the lower back. Breathe into the kidney. Inflate with light and love and goodness. Then slide that right hand to the inner right thigh. Manually, we guide the inner thigh in. We root the thighs back. Feel how that opens your lower back first. To stabilize, tuck your tail, hug your belly in. Keep thinking about your left butt cheek scooping under. The left ribs are lifting our heart. Lift that right arm up. The shoulder draws back. Inhale, energy from the right foot. Exhale, extend the arm up and over the ear. So you can turn the back of your hand forward, palm back. See how that changes the feeling in your shoulder. Some of you might take this a little deeper. Utsita, Hanumanasana, extended side angle variation. So yogi's choice here. Now we'll keep the legs the same. Feet steady and strong. Hug in from your feet to your hips. So all the weight steadies in the core of the pelvis. Lead with the right hand. Inhale up. Exhale, reach back. That left knee keeps bending. You can reach from the back now. Pull that inner thigh back and in. Maybe the right forearm wraps around the back. For support. Keep breathing. Now press your left big toe mound into the mat. Stretch the left leg straight. Keep it unlocked, however, and keep reaching back. Reverse triangle this time. So head and heart, our backs lift up and press into that imaginary wall. Opening the left side a little more deeply. Inhale to center. Exhale, hinge at the hip. Crease forward from the top of the thigh. So just see where your hand comes naturally. It could be weightless on that shin. Maybe you draw it all the way to the outer foot. Deepest stretch. Keep it a little more lifted. Back of the hand or arm pressing into the inner leg for leverage. Right hand lifting us up. Traditional gaze is up to that right thumb. Hug in from the feet to the hips. Inhale up. Exhale. Virati. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And settling in, Virabhadrasana 2 variation. Palms up as you inhale. Exhale, soften those shoulders down the back. Inhale, palms down. Exhale, reach out to the hands. So again, we're going to turn our trajectory up. So 20, 21, and beyond into the future. Sending our love arrows for equality, equal rights, justice. Pull back your bow. Inhale. And exhale, send that first arrow in. Inhale, pull back the bow. Exhale, send that second arrow in. And third round, inhale. And exhale. Palm up. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. We move on the breath. Legs stay the same. Last time, inhale back. Exhale, windmill the arms. Plant your palms. We're going to spin that back heel up. Inhale, left foot up to the sky. And exhale, downward dog. You might pause here. You can move into child's pose. Take a few resting breaths wherever you are. Walk your hands to the right. If you're in, you could also take a left hand onto your right shin jaw. So here, step the left hand over the right for a nice opening into the side. Inhale to center. Exhale. Right hand steps over. Inhale, back to center. Come up. And exhale, come all the way down. So from here, you start in our Sphinx pose. Shoulders draw back. You can have elbows hugging in, extending farther out, lessening that curve as needed. Make sure that your lower back feels safe wherever you are. Inhale and exhale, walk your feet as wide as your mat. Press down with the tops of the feet, pressing down with the tailbone. Gaze forward as you inhale. Exhale, turn your head, look over the shoulders. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side, moving on your breath. We tune into the sensations. Do you feel this in your neck? That's probably where you're holding tension this morning. You feel this in the lower back. It's a nice way to strengthen and tone that musculature around the SI joint. Inhale to center. Exhale, walk your feet back to about hip distance. Prop yourself up on the left forearm. Right fingertips to the side. Use that right hand to create a little more space. Roll that shoulder back on your inhalation. Keep your heart and gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knee. Reach back. See if you can bring the heel in. Sometimes holding your pants. Maybe bringing your forehead down. Take the curve out of the back. Make it feel accessible. So if you want to take it a little deeper, you can spin the fingers the same direction as your toes. Or a little changes the feeling in the shoulder, especially. Takes us a little deeper, only if that feels good. And we'll release. And second side when you're ready. Left fingertips to the side. Roll your shoulder back on your inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Reach back, bring the heel in. Maybe forehead comes down to the forearm. What feels the best to you? You can always spin the fingers the same direction as the toes here. Ardha Pada Vikasana, half-legged frog pose. And we'll release. Stack the hands under the forehead. Rock your hips from side to side. Gently massage the tops of your thighs. If it feels good, try bending the knees, feet to the sky, and windshield wiper those legs. And then bringing your knees as wide as your mat, rub your feet together. So nice way to warm up our feet. And if you can, keep the feet together, lower your feet towards the ground. So take a few deep breaths here into the hips. Not about getting the feet to the ground. It's just breathing deeply into whatever place is talking to you here. Readjust as necessary. And then we'll bring the feet back in line with the sitting bones. Extend the hands forward. Palms can be down or pinky edge. Yogi's choice. Neck can be long here. Now press down with the hands, press down with the feet, press down with your tailbone. Activate your lower belly to keep your lower back safe. On your inhalation, lift opposite. Exhale down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So this is alligator asana. The sages who created the system of yoga 5,000 or 6,000 years ago would often watch animals how they move. So alligators move with their opposite limbs in synchronicity. Great way to strengthen the back. Tuning into all those muscles that activate to create this movement. Couple more. Then you might stack the hands into the forehead, or maybe you bring the arms by the sides and see what feels good to you. Turning your gaze forward. Hands under the shoulders. You might just stay here in a very, very low cobra. Those of you that want to take it a little higher, keep your shoulders back, peel the ribs up, keep the elbows hugging in perhaps, and press back to child's pose or downward facing dog, your choice. We'll come up onto the knees, rock your hips to one side, and let's slide the feet forward. You might create a little internal rotation of the thigh. See how that feels. Lift up your spine, shoulders back. Layer your toes as you inhale. Exhale, point. Inhale up and exhale. Round your toes or heel. Inhale, toes out. Exhale, cross. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and so if you're not familiar with this one, place your fingertips in your thigh crease and you'll see that this movement originates in the hips. So this is a nice little isolation. When the toes go out, that's an external rotation, toes in, and internal rotation. And then we'll round right there. Inhale, the hands up, and exhale, hinge at your hips. Reaching for the knees, the shins, the outer feet. You can hold your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Lift up your spine. Bending on the inhale. As you exhale, belly in. Maybe you drop a little deeper into the forward bend. Our forward bends have a calming effect on the nervous system. A good opportunity to close your eyes. Inhale, head up. take a little counter pose here. Bring your feet to the ground. I'm going to give us a modified variation, a little softer on the back. Ground your feet. We'll just take a reverse table here so we can inhale up. Ahead, inhale and exhale. Carefully bring the hips down and to the back. Some little circles. Go back. Putting into the sacrum. And circle the hug the knees into your chest. If your knees are tender, hold at the backs of your thighs instead. So we'll begin with the feet. Inhale up. Exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Just try that on your breath a few times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drawing in, belly hugs and creating more space. Now we're going to add a little bit. Hold your feet, hands are by the sides. Inhale, arms stretch up. One vertebra at a time. When you complete that breath, hug the knees in. Inhale, feet to the sky. Exhale, knees draw in. Inhale, flowing bridge. Exhale, roll it down. Hug the knees back in. Complete the breath. Inhale, feet to the sky. Exhale, knees to the chest. Round the feet. Inhale, flowing bridge, chin lifts away. As you exhale, roll it down one vertebra at a time. Knees draw back in. Complete the breath. 1 more. Inhale, feet lift. Exhale, knees in. Round the feet. Inhale, flowing bridge. Exhale, adjust knees in. Right here, maybe we make a few circles, like a breaststroke kick. Knees are circling apart. Knees always track away from each other in this one. And circle the other direction. Ground your feet. Cross that right ankle just above the left knee. First. So we open up the inner hip, the outer hip here. Some of you may stay right where you are. If you'd like to take it, let's lift that left leg, thread the needle through your right hand to the leg, interlace the fingers at the back of the left thigh. That right knee, you can press into the inner thigh, that fleshier part. Press that knee away to get a deeper opening here. If any of you would like true reclining pigeon, the Ekapada Rajakapotsahasana. Left leg comes down. Just options to play with. That might be it for you. Maybe you lift your head, hooking that left elbow. Maybe right forearm draws behind the head, and maybe you can clasp the hands. See what feels good. You can always come back to a simpler. Right. Again, bend the left knee, bring the left foot down. We'll come back to where we started. Use the left foot. Those feet. Inhale and exhale. So I love. How does this feel in the top of the left thigh and your lower back? So bring the knees back to center. Bring the left foot down. Cross the right knee directly over. Bring the knees into your chest. And maybe flex your feet out, east to west. Supta Gomukhasana. Just reclining
cow's head pose for the legs. You can hold the underside of the calves, you can hold the top of the shins. Great way to open up the side. Like more. Maybe right leg stretches out. Or you can keep the knees bent. What works the best for you in this moment? What feels the best? Breathe today. Press the hands down. Inhale, legs up to center. And cross the legs and recenter the hips. So just check in right there. See how that feels. And then cross the left ankle just above the right. Flex both feet. You can press that inner thigh away. Lift the right leg. Left hand threads through that space of the legs. Interlace the fingers at the back of the right thigh. Now that left knee can actively press away. Keep your feet flexed to make sure your knees stay safely tracking over your toes. Maybe you move into that full right foot, like stretch out. Maybe you lift your that right elbow, your left ankle, maybe left arm. Just listening in. If you feel that you've gotten too deep, come to a simpler variation. Make sure you can breathe with ease. Sometimes our hip openers can get quite intense. So honoring the hips, honor how you feel. Always come back to a simpler variation. Bring the left ankle, cross it just above the right knee once more. Bend that right knee, foot comes down. Inch the right foot to the edge of your mat. Inhale and exhale, flex the feet and knees, go to the left. Tune into that feeling in the top of the right thigh. Feel how that opens the lower back. Keep breathing. Keep breathing into those areas that resist, melting away tension with each exhalation. Inhale to center. Inch the right foot to the center of your mat. Cross the left knee directly over. Bring the knees towards you. Flex your feet out east to west of the body, opening up the lower back. Then we'll ground that right foot. Left knee stays crossed. Press the right foot down. Press your hands down. Lift up your hips and rock onto the right. The knees move right. Right hand to the outer left thigh. Left arm stretches out like a wing. With each exhale, belly draws in towards your spine. Feel that contraction growing into all those organs. Inhale, legs up to center and cross the legs and re-center the hips. Find a symmetrical pose to complete your practice. So it may be a baby, go to the backs of the knees, the ankles, your big toes, to take legs straight up. Simplest variation, which will turn around the front. And lift your hips. I'll guide you into a variation of Hanumanasana, which you might bring your arms, robot arms here, backs of the arms, shoulders down, inch your arms a little closer to your sides, palms up, palms face each other. Now as you press your shoulders down, lift the hips. Lift the neck, breathing up into the back of the heart, lift your chin away from the chest. You might stay here or bring the arms down flat. Shoulders a little closer together, so you know that lift the neck. Your knees to the chest, make yourself into the tightest, smallest little ball that you can possibly. Take a deep inhalation, squeeze it all in. As you exhale, gently allow your feet to come down. Toes stretch out. Your legs tight to muscle. Exhale, let it drop. Inhale, right arm tight. Exhale, lift the pelvis. Exhale, continue. Rest comfortably for our final relaxation. Relaxed, easy breathing. There's no control, no control of any. Try to soften. Surrender. Release your body weight. The muscles and skin just relax and drain effortlessly over and over. Now is that time when all the benefits of our active practice can settle in and come yours to keep. Dive to that very sweetest place. Perfect love. Perfect trust. Trust you are exactly where you need in life and in this very there's nowhere that you need to get to when you're already right. Enjoy this time to rest, restore, and into Yanatam by Divine Vaya Vishwa Bhairavam dreaming, sleeping, awakening, rhythms of darkness and light, day, stretch the arms up overhead, reach and lengthen the whole body. Feel yourself long. Maybe you release the arms above you. Bend the knees, the feet draw up and in close. As you exhale, rock to the right side. Slowly open the eyes. Carefully press yourself back to a comfortable seat with your head rising nice. And just pausing for a moment of reflection. Remembering what it felt like when you first stepped onto your mat this morning. Notice any difference, any changes. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for this moment of time with you on your mat, cultivating truth, body, mind, and breath together. I thank each of you for your presence. Always my joy and honor to share these practices. Bowing to the light within, that same